This video made possible thanks to the Jackson Hole Snow Devils, Tri-City Polaris, Dunlap Distributing and Budweiser Beer, Cowboy Village Resort, Holes Racing Products, Are You Outside, Starting Line Products. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 26th Annual World Championship Snowmobile Hillclimb. For those of you that have been with us in the past, you know what to expect. For those of you new to the event, sit back and enjoy while we bring you some of the most extreme racing action ever captured on tape. This event is a true grassroots effort, led up by the Jackson Hole Snow Devils, 150 dedicated volunteer members that for the past 25 years have put the greatest show on the snow. The first 3 days of racing are spent qualifying for Sunday's main event. Friday's fastest time of the day would be posted by Rick Ward in the stock class with a time of 34.01 seconds, and Sean Larson, who had the top time of 33.55 seconds in the improved stock class. Saturday's action was jam-packed with thrills and spills. Past world champion Nathan Zollinger returned after a 2-year absence to post Saturday's fastest time of the day with a 1-minute 8-second run.
Time 6-0, right up the third catwalk, and moving on.
Finals were held for the amateur and masters class on Saturday. Jackson local Brian Pack climbed his way to a third-place finish before launching the borrowed 800 into the catch net below. Kurt Matchin rode his 800 Polaris just above the second catwalk to claim a second place. Ryan Leishman took home the win aboard a Ski-Doo Summit. Ryan carries good speed over the second catwalk and is on his way towards the third.
Up and over the second catwalk. Still moving. He's flying. This is an amateur.
Leishman has good speed and is heading to the top when he spins out and comes to a rest below catwalk 3.
Right under, number 3. That is high north right now, Ryan Leishman.
Kelly Winters made his run in the Masters class. His mark on the mountain would be good enough for third place. Number 436, Bruce Matchin, removed his hood before coming up the mountain. Not a bad idea. He climbs just past Winter's mark before spinning out and crashing. Good enough for second place. Number 429, Mike Milton, took his time over the second catwalk and picked his way to just below the third for the win in the Masters class. Cowboy Village Resort at Togety has become a world premier snowmobile resort for winter vacationers. With an average snowfall of 600 inches, the vast beauty of the Grand Tetons and the surrounding 2 million acres of national forest to snowmobile, Togety will bring you back again and again. And when in Jackson Hole for the hill climb, plan your stay at the Cowboy Village at Jackson. For more information, call 1-800-543-2847. No other racer would be better suited to be first on the mountain than the legend himself, Kirk Hibbert. Kirk has been running this mountain year after year, and if you've ever talked to number 41 about this yearly event, it becomes very apparent that Hibbert is looking forward to the next year's event before this one is even over. Originally from Idaho, this is considered his old stomping grounds. After all, Kirk Hibbert grew up riding the mountains, and one of those mountains is right here at Snow King. Kirk makes the mountain look like nothing more than a Sunday ride as he climbs his way over the catwalks and moguls on his way to the top. Number 41 posts a time of 1 minute 19 seconds. This time would be good enough for a second place finish.
Up over that country catwalk. Still going up.
What was to follow would make history. If you wanted to finish in the top 5 of the Stock 500 class, you better plan on making it to the top. Number 208, David Sharp, was the next racer on the hill and posted a time of 1 minute 28 seconds for a 4th place finish. Number 140, Lonnie Keller, was the first racer to ever take a stock 440 through the timing lights back in 1999. He would do it again to finish with a 3rd place. Only 2 racers in the Stock 500 class would fall short of making it to the top. Number 16, Steve Hill, clipped the flag and then had problems at the second catwalk. Before it was all said, his cat would end up in the catch net. Snowcrosser Carl Kuster would be the second victim of the day as he finds the going tough between the second and third catwalks. The Stock 500 class is once again dominated by Arctic cats as Robert Tillotson rides the line and takes his cat through the lights for a 5th place finish. The last rider in the class is Canadian racer Vincent Clark. Number 156 has always been a strong contender here at Jackson and has managed to win a couple of world championships. Clark managed to find the fastest line in his class and laid down a time of 1 minute 17.68 seconds for the win. That is 2 seconds faster than Kirk Hibbert. The stock 600 class would see 7 of the 8 racers crest the top when it was all said and done. The top 3 finishers include Steve Hill, who had problems in the 500 class when the snowmobile ended up in the net. He returned in the 600 class for redemption. A time of 1 minute 21 seconds would be good enough for 3rd place. Sandy Sleeton, aboard his Polaris, rode a smooth line for what would be a 2nd place finish. Team Teton racer Darren Gould is always a top contender at any hill climb event. Illness earlier in the season prevented him from participating, but it looks like number 19 is back on track as he powers his 600 Polaris to the top for the win. Has some trouble after the timing lights and sends the sled tumbling down the mountain.
All right, it's still early in the morning on the final day of the 26th Annual World Championship Hill Climb. And for the last 7 years, Slice of Life has been bringing you video of this event. And they've shown you all kinds of crazy thrills and spills. The Hill Help. These lunatics that are up behind me here have been up here year after year after year, saving sleds, saving riders, saving each other. Right now they just caught the number 84 sled there, kept it from tumbling down the hill. Some of these mod sleds run in excess of $20,000 a piece, and I tell you what, these Hill Help are the riders' best friends when it gets really nasty up here. And just a little while ago, Darren Gould made a run up here, and this is his sled. Got busted up a little bit. He broke the timing lights and then came into the trees. And in fact, he hit a tree with a guy sitting in a tree stand up here, a guy who has been up here for many, many years. You always see him up here in his cowboy hat, and he just got the most up close and personal view he's probably ever had of one of his sleds. So again, this is the Hill Help, and we're going to go live here in just a little bit. I'm going to go out and mix it up with these guys, talk to them, find out what it is, what are the finer points about being a member of the Hill Crew, and so kick back and check this out. This ought to be pretty wild. I tried this a few years ago, and I swore to God I would never do it again, but here goes. All right, we've got Scott coming at us here. Scott is all over the place. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. Good job, man. Good job, Scotty. All right, so we just got this one. We got Scotty here. Now the trick is to get his ski brakes on his sled, get this bugger turned around in the right direction. You only wish when you're out riding with your friends you could have this many of them helping you out getting your sled unstuck. All right. Got it? Woo! Oh, he's got you live? Yeah, I'm live. We're mic'd, guys. All right, I'm standing here with 2 racers that have been competing this weekend. Got Noel Kolhansky and Dennis Dermis, both a couple of snowcross racers. Dennis made the big switch to hill climbing a couple years ago. Dennis, you've been up this hill quite a few times. We're up here talking about the Hill Help. I know you've spent some time catching sleds yourself as well as rolling them. What do you think of these guys? What do they mean to you racers?
There are well checkbooks right now. You know, they save our sleds, our lives. I mean, they get the sleds off of us if the sled rolls on us. You know, they keep our sled from tumbling if they can. It's not always they do, you know, but they sure give it a heck of a try when they are. I mean, without these guys, we couldn't be here racing.
Now, your sled unfortunately missed the net yesterday, and you ate a telephone pole down there. If that sled's totaled, what does that run you? That's a mod sled. How much? What's the dollar figure of a sled like that?
Dollar figure on a sled like that's probably right around $20,000 at least. You know, with ready to go racing. All
right, and then Noel, kind of from the flatlands of Canada, and you come on out here to Jackson Hole to party a little bit. What do you think of this?
Party.
I mean, what do you think of running this hill and getting up here with all these crazy guys on the hill?
I love it. It's exciting, man. I was stoked. I came out a week early and rode all around Logan and stuff with the Zollinger guys, and I mean, it's just great. I'm excited.
All right, well, a couple races are going to keep going today, right here at the 26th Annual World Championship Snowmobile Hillclimb.
Awesome.
Just how much have the course conditions changed in the last 15 to 20 minutes? The 600 class puts 7 racers on top of the mountain. The 700 class puts only 1 racer on top, as we watch number 84, Kevin Kilroy, mark out for a third-place finish. Scott Barge high marks Kilroy by a couple of feet to claim second. Number 216, the flying Hawaiian Shane Hart, would be the only 700 stocker to find his way to the top. The course and snow conditions are beginning to fall victim of the machines. The temperature is warming up, and the course is starting to trench out near the catwalks. Shane Hart puts together a great run and crosses the lights with a time of 1 minute 8 seconds. Springville, Utah racer Jeff Wimmer runs into problems at the third catwalk. This is what makes Jackson such a challenge. The near vertical climb at the catwalks, previous trenches from past sleds, and the ever-changing conditions. This sled will end up in the net. Number 7X Rick Ward is on his way up the mountain for his first run of the day. Ward has won more races in the hill climb circuit than any other racer. As you watch him pilot his Polaris to the top for another victory, it's not hard to see why he comes out on top as he posts a time of 1 minute 12 seconds.
You know, it's absolutely amazing when you're up here on the hill. That was Rick Ward who just went by, and there's no way you can get a sense for what these guys are going through and how the masters like Ward, why they are so good. People have been having all kinds of trouble here for the last, 8 to 10 riders. Rick Ward just made it look like it was absolutely nothing. So more of it to come. We got more pros coming up. 26th Annual Jackson Hole World Championship Hill Climb.
Next on the course is number 96, Chad Adams from Billings, Montana. Number 96 aboard his 800 Polaris RMK is approaching the third catwalk with good speed. Finds the smooth line over the catwalk, around the big moguls, and clears the top lights with a time of 1 minute 17.89 seconds. Good for a second place finish. Number 84, Kevin Kilroy, would be the next rider to crest the top for a third place finish. Watch as Kilroy crests the third catwalk. He brings his sled to a near stop, makes a quick right hand and then left hand turn, squares up with the mountain, stays out of the ruts, and makes his own tracks to the top. Brian Christensen finishes off the Polaris sweep when he climbed his way to a mark just above the third catwalk. The snow is beginning to loosen up, and the lines to the top are becoming more difficult to find. How difficult can this mountain be? Just ask pro snowcross racer Noel Kohansky, who bowed to the mountain when it was all said and done. The Pro Master Stock Class, 40 years old or older. Number 34, Scott Albertson, climbed to the base of the third catwalk for a third place finish. Longtime Ski-Doo racer Mark Thompson has tamed this mountain many times. None more memorable than when he rode a stock 670 Summit to the top of the mountain in 1996 to become the first ever to park a stock sled on top. The third catwalk would prove too much for number 45 today, however. Thompson would have to settle for second place. Kirk Hibbert has done it time and time again. Every year he comes through with a ride to the top when all others have failed. He just misses a photographer above the third catwalk, bounces back and forth on his way to the timing lights, gets through the lights, and parks it where the hill help can save him. Good enough for the win and a chance to run for the King of the Hill.
All right, that last run, that was an up-close look at the master. That was Kirk Hibbert. He just picked a new line out of nowhere, made it look like just a piece of cake. They're going to be widening these gates out here in a little bit, and you're going to see all kinds of riders coming up that same way that Kirk just did. But that's years and years and years of riding this hill right there. Kirk Hibbert, the master.
Semi-pro stock racer Trent Leffler had some bad luck on the lower portion of the course when he missed a flag. Unaware, he continued up the mountain for the high mark in his class, but would have to settle for a third place. Number 223, Corey Markovic, parked his sled in the trees for a second place finish. Dan Duncan, number 149 out of Springville, Utah, claimed the win along with some good follow-on action as he coasted his sled off the second catwalk and sent it towards downtown. There are two things that fire up the spectators at this race: a good fast run to the top and a wild ride down. The snowmobiling community and hill climb racing family suffered three great losses over this past year. Jay Almos, Jim Brace, and David Shepard all lost their lives. Tribute was paid at this year's World Championship Hill Climb for all three individuals and their families. Racers paid tribute to the fallen individuals by running their numbers on the hoods. The Jackson Hole Snow Devils, in memory of Jay Almos, donated a sled to the Star Valley Search and Rescue. A snowmobile benefit raffle was held for David Shepard, and the Jackson Snow Devils and the Rocky Mountain Hill Climb Association paid tribute to the individuals and their families at the Racers' Dinner on Saturday night.
Spend a lifetime chasing a dream, going places and doing things never done on these machines. This looks like the right time, the right place and the right machine, and a mountain by the name of Snow King.
Oh, it's real rough today. Usually they open up the right-hand side of the trail for us on Sunday, but this year Bill must have decided to make it tough. And it's real deep ruts, and they'll throw you over. Oh.
You've got to go way out west, where extreme riding is at its best. Big mountains and deep snow, 60-foot crests and no place to go except up a Snow King Mountain. You gotta be the best if you wanna play with the rest. You gotta be the best if you wanna outdo the rest. A Snow King Mountain. This was all just a dream. Now sit back, relax, and watch your man and machine crest the top, powder dream, as 1,000 fans have come and scream as they climb the Snow King Mountain. Gotta be the best if you wanna see to the rest. On Snow King Mountain. Climbing your riding line, white for folly, body slide, You didn't make it a sitting time. When it comes to climbing Snow King, the mountainside, the best is getting better. You really gotta know how to ride. If you're gonna beat Snow King Mountain, you gotta be.
With me now is Dave Shepard. Dave, how's the course look this year?
Oh, it's definitely rougher than last year. They got it gate a little tighter, and they're starting the time way down low, so it's you got to be more mentally prepared for a longer run.
I noticed you were just hauling butt coming up that thing, and after what happened last year, was there anything going through your mind, anything different that you planned for this year?
No, on like on Saturday you want to get qualified, and Sunday she's all or nothing, so you just got to go for it.
Dave Shepard, congratulations, fabulous run.
Thank you.
Four-time Mod King winner David Shepard, in his last race of a very successful career, turned in the fastest time for the 700 class when he ran through the lights in 1 minute 12 seconds.
All right, we're here with David Shepard out of Jackson, Montana. David just set, I don't know if you know or not, the fast time of the day so far, 1 minute 12 seconds up the hill. This is your last go-around. It's got to be an emotional time for you, and you definitely set the stage for a great weekend here. How was it going up the hill today, and what do you think for the rest of the event?
Well, it was today it was smooth. So far I got one more run, but on Mod 700 it was smooth, and today's just qualifying, so it don't matter how fast you are, all you're worried about is making the field.
I mean, you ran into no problems whatsoever going up the hill. You flew up there. You gonna make any kind of adjustments for your next run, or are you just gonna run what you got?
My next sled is set up just like this one, so I think we'll leave it. My mechanic Mike Alsop and Pete Colvin, they made some good calls down the trailer this morning and made some changes, and hopefully they'll pay off.
All right, well, David Shepard early on Saturday, you can bet we'll be talking to him again as the event unfolds. Dave, good luck with the rest of the race.
Thank you.
All right, we are up here in the middle of this chute that's formed over the day here. We got Charlie here who's looking at these stumps. He's called for his chainsaw. Charlie, how is this looking up here? This is pretty nasty.
Looking like Jackson.
All right, this is it. You can get a good shot from the camera down there. We're in about a 2.5, 3 foot deep rut. It's getting nasty here, and this is what it's all about. These guys love it. 26 World Championship Hill Climb right here on Snow King Mountain, right in the middle of it.
Past world champion Scott Halton climbed his 600 improved stalker to the base of the third catwalk for what would be a third place finish. Arctic Cat geared, Polaris mounted David Sharp is up next. Sharp's brand loyalty is where he feels he can win. He rides a Cat in the 500 class and Polaris in the larger classes. The plan works for the Sharp brothers because it's keeping them in the money. Number 206 climbed his way into the heart of the third catwalk for a second place finish. Race officials moved the course gates to the east for the improved stock class. This allows the racer to run the course with lines or move towards the crowd and run the new snow. Number 7X chose to run near the fans. With one win under his belt in the stock 800 class, Ward was looking for more. The outside line looked fast as he motors over the third catwalk on his way to his second win of the day. The first racer up in the 600 modified class is Riverton, Utah racer Sam Nazizi. The previous sleds have obviously taken its toll on the course as number 258 struggles to a 6th place finish. Chuck Hogan high-marks Nazizi by only a few feet to claim 5th place. Number 242, Brooke Beckstrom, rode his Ski-Doo through the lights in 1 minute 25 seconds for a 4th place finish. Ski-Doo racer Mark Thompson runs into problems down on the second catwalk, waves off the hill help, and climbs his sled towards catwalk 3. Thompson's line is along the spectator side of the track, and he's making up for lost time as he flies over the third catwalk on his way to the top. Thompson claims a 3rd place finish just as he trips the lights before running off the course. Number 143, Anthony Zollinger, stays tight on the red gates, coming over the second catwalk hugs the right side of the course. The third catwalk slows number 143 down, but once he gets through the soft snow, he smokes up the mountain with a time of 1 minute 12.61 seconds for a second place finish. Last year's Mod King of the Hill dominated last year's World Championship event, as Ryan Zollinger climbs his way through the chute towards catwalk number 2. Once past the second catwalk, number 13 runs the spectator side of the course, up and over the third catwalk, and on his way to victory in the 600 mod class with a time of 1 minute 8.53 seconds.
All right, that was Flying Ryan Zollinger, fast time of the day. Took that outside line, the same one that Rick Ward took earlier. That's going to be wide open all day long. So the crowd on that side of the fence is going to get a very, very up close look at the rest of these riders.
Tri-City Polaris, a full-line Polaris dealership in Centerville, Utah, North Salt Lake Valley, with 12 years in the business. We are a Polaris Star dealership carrying Polaris snowmobiles, ATVs, watercraft, Victory motorcycles, Rangers, and built to your specs Featherlight enclosed snowmobile trailers. Tri-City is the performance choice for high-altitude mountain sled setups. With over $1 million in parts and accessories, we have your parts when you need them. This includes custom clutch kits, long travel suspension kits, Walker Evans racing shocks, SLP pipes, skis, and custom motor mods. We know what it takes to get to the top of the hill. Call us today at 801-298-8081 or visit our website at www.tricitypolaris.com. Walden, Colorado racer C.J. Pennington comes out of Catwalk 2, heads across the course towards Catwalk 3, just gets over the third catwalk, loses traction, and comes to rest for a third place finish. Another Colorado racer, Sage Scala, scratched and clawed his way to a second place finish with this run, up and over the third catwalk on his way to the top. Scala gets tangled up in the trenches as he side hills across the course and comes to a stop only a few feet from the timing lights. Now here's a story worth mentioning. Former world champion Kim Ropoletto had spent years challenging this mountainside. His son, 18-year-old Tyler Ropoletto, showed up to his first ever hill climb, jumped aboard a Tri-City equipped 700 improved Stalker, and rode it to the top to claim a world championship title.
All right, I'm going to call that a wrap, man. That is it for me. I've been up here hanging out with these lunatics all day long, and I tell you what, I've got a new respect for what goes on up on this hill. For those of you watching the video, if you've never been to this event, you have got to get on the chairlift and get to the top of the hill, because there is nothing like this in the world. So, once again, kick back. We still got more to come. Enjoy it from Slice of Life Video. This is the 26th annual Jackson Hole World Championship Hill Climb.
Since 1972, Starting Line Products has specialized in developing and manufacturing a wide variety of aftermarket performance products. The experience, knowledge, and talent obtained over the years has thrust SLP to the forefront of the industry, where they are often setting standards for quality and performance. SLP performance products that help their racers reach the top of the hill first include SLP high-performance exhaust systems that boost high torque and broad power bands with minimal noise for optimum performance over a wide variety of conditions. SLP porting that features some of the finest and most technologically advanced designs in the snowmobiling industry. SLP Power Dome billet heads that provide maximum combustion efficiency for improved horsepower and tunability. SLP Tri-Keel skis that are the professional choice for aggressive or competition use. For more information on these or other fine performance products, contact SLP at 208-529-0244 or see them on the web at www.startinglineproducts.com. Factory Ski-Doo racer Mark Thompson has been climbing this mountain for years, and one thing comes to mind when you watch number 45 ride: control. Even when he's out of control, he's in control. Here Thompson finds himself using up all the real estate on the mountain, stays in control, and parks it on the third catwalk for a 7th place finish. This mountain demands respect, and Team Z-Bros racer Ryan Zollinger found himself paying a little respect when he lost control between catwalks 2 and 3. Brooke Beckstrom posted a time of 1 minute 22.95 seconds for his second 4th place finish of the day. The more sleds that run this course, the more difficult it becomes to crest the top. There's a point in the race where the course loses its lines and new ones need to be cut. Sam Nazizi lays down his own line for a time of 1 minute 20.73 seconds for 3rd place. Canadian snowcrosser Carl Kuster has been coming to this event for the past 3 years. He slaps a long track on his modified snowcrosser, grabs a handful of throttle, and checks out the scenery from the top of Snow King Mountain. This run would earn Kuster a 2nd place finish when he crossed the lights with a time of 1 minute 17 seconds. 3 years ago, an 18-year-old kid rolled into Jackson with his 3 older brothers and a legendary hill climber by the name of Kurt Williamson. When the snow dust settled, Nathan Zollinger was crowned King of the Hill. After a 2-year absence from the racing circuit, the youngest of the Z-Bros racing team is back. Nathan, the Newt Zollinger, smoked the mountain with a time of 1 minute 6 seconds. Good for the win.
Wow, what a wild ride up there. 1:06.14.
Number 223, Corey Markovic, planted his sled atop the 2nd catwalk for what would be a 3rd place finish in the semi-pro improved stock class. Trent Leffler climbs to the base of the 3rd catwalk for a 2nd place finish. Afton, Wyoming racer Dustin Hatterley puts the high mark on the mountain to claim the win in the semi-pro improved stock class. Number 99, Dow Barker, climbed his way into the thick of the trees for what would be a 3rd place finish. Dave Roberts sticks his sled just above the 2nd catwalk for a 2nd place finish. Brett Rasmussen high marks the group for the Pro Masters win and a chance to run for the King of the Hill. Number 19, Darren Gould, finds himself in trouble just above the 2nd catwalk, pulls out a great save, and prevents the sled from ending up in the net here in the improved Stock 800 class. Number 222, Dennis Dermis, climbed his way over the 3rd catwalk, side hills across the mountain towards the top, and finds himself in trouble. Dermis rolls his machine, runs it down, and finds himself pinned underneath the sled. The Hill Help comes up with a great save. Number 222 comes away with a 5th place finish and a sled that is still in one piece. Number 2, Brandon Robinson, climbs his way to the base of Catwalk 3, gets in trouble, and bails off the machine. The Hill Help can't do much with a runaway sled at this point. It's time to sit and watch. Jackson local Tom Roby used up a lot of real estate and time to get to the top. With a time of 1 minute 35 seconds, Roby claims a 4th place finish.
Hangs on and stops the clock. 1:35:01.
Jim Bobin made the big change from Polaris to Yamaha this year and rode his Mountain Max to a third-place finish. He breaks the lights with a time of 1 minute, 22.96 seconds, and roosts one of the Hill Help big time. Just like a horse, don't ever approach a sled from the rear. Back-to-back Yamahas crest the top of the mountain. Yamaha owes number 39 Justin Moeller a big thank you. Moeller has really been Yamaha's main presence on the mountain year after year. Here, he crests the top with a time of 1 minute 19 seconds for a second-place finish. It was 1997. Norm Hebert was 18 years old, and he traveled from Canada to compete here at the World Championship Hillclimb. Hebert would win the Stock 700 class, and then move on to win the Stock King of the Hill Championship title. This year, he posts the fastest time in the 800 improved class for a chance to run for another King title later today. Just how steep is Snow King Mountain? Kirk Hibbert gets just above the first catwalk, makes one little mistake, and his chances for another world championship end up going down the hill along with his sled. Number 148, C.J. Pittington, climbs his way to a third-place finish here in the 800 mod class with a time of 1 minute 21 seconds. This would be CJ's second third-place finish of the day. Ryan Zollinger is making his third run of the day here. He posted the fast time in the 600 mod class for the win, crashed in the 700 mod class, and posts a time of 1 minute 12 seconds for a second place finish here in the 800 class. Number 222, Dennis Dermus, broke a chain yesterday in the open mod class and ended up sticking his mod sled into a telephone pole at the bottom of the course. For those that don't know, you break a drive chain and you have no brakes.
All right, we would like once again to say, well, after we've got a slab coming down.
After hours of rebuilding the sled, the crew of Dermis Racing put the sled back on the track for a win in the 800 mod class as he smoked up the mountain with a time of 1 minute 6 seconds and a chance to run for the King title. On Dermis's return to the bottom of the course, he climbs atop what's left of the pole and claims victory. Save weight and gain horsepower. Holes Racing Products is your key to getting you to the top of the mountain or just building a better, lighter sled. Holes Racing Products now offers Arctic Cat riders relief. Save up to 62.5 pounds and gain 12 horsepower with the 2001-2002 Mountain Cat lightweight components offered this year. Want to lighten up your new 2002 Edge RMK? You can save 37 pounds and gain 12 horsepower. Holes Racing Products offers tunnel and rail extensions, lightweight drive components, rolled chain case kits, coil-over rear suspension kits, lightweight front end kits. Visit Holes Racing at www.holesracingproducts.com or call us at 360-398-7006. The Hill Help had two great back-to-back saves. When number 118, Jeff Wimmer, rolls his sled just below the timing lights, and then number 5, Rusty Johnson, put his sled into the snow fence along Spectator Row. This is why the Hill Help is on the mountain. They bring the sled to a stop before total destruction. Unfortunately for number 79, Sean Larson, he would not be so lucky. His machine ended up in the chute. Number 352, Noel Kohansky, is back on the mountain for his second ride of the day. Riding a Tri-City built improved stocker, Kohansky climbs the mountain like a veteran and claims a 4th place finish. Tom Roby, on his second run of the day, has his line picked out as he approaches the 3rd catwalk. Up and over the catwalk, on his way to the top. Through the lights, good enough for a 3rd place finish. The improved stock 800 winner, Norm Hebert, is back on course aboard his 800. He's over the 3rd catwalk, heads off to the right side of the course and through the lights with a time of 1 minute 10 seconds. 7X has been up this mountain 3 times already today, this being his 4th. Ward has used the spectator side of the course 3 of his 4 runs. This time would be no different, as he claims his 3rd victory of the day, 2 seconds faster than the 2nd place finisher. Number 285, Devin Worthen, misses a flag just above the 1st catwalk and makes a decision that his next stop will be the 2nd catwalk where he could safely stop. Worthen yard sailed his sled off the mountain yesterday. Today, he would bring it to a safe stop for a 3rd place finish. This is Corey Markovic's 3rd run of the day, as he just manages to crest the top of the 3rd catwalk. That's good enough for a 2nd place finish. Spanish Fork, Utah racer, number 119, Brian Hansen, high marks the group to win the semi-pro mod class. Cat-mounted Brett Rasmussen has been up this mountain more times than one can imagine. Today, he would be grounded above the 3rd catwalk for a 3rd place finish. Number 45, Mark Thompson, had problems in the Mod 700 class when he had to park the sled on catwalk number 3. Thompson put together a great ride here in the Pro Masters mod class, crested the top with a time of 1 minute 11 seconds for a 2nd place finish. Have you heard the saying, the older I get, the faster I was? Well, here is a guy that defies that saying. His should be, the older I get, the faster I am. Number 49, Sid Zollinger of Renegade Racing, posts the fastest time of the day so far when he motors his sled through the lights in 1 minute, 6.27 seconds. We talked with the 47-year-old racer, and here's what he had to say.
All right, we're standing here with Sid Zollinger. Sid, 1:06:27. You've been doing this for a long time. Rate that run compared, with the way the course is today and how you've done on this hill before.
Oh, I've done all right. I've won 5 class championships before. I'd made my run in my 700 mod and I'd made a couple of mistakes, and I thought, well, it's all or nothing today, and I'd had my line picked out, and I just wicked it down and held on, and luckily she cleared the rocks and the stumps and everything, and it turned out really well.
All right, Sid Zollinger, riding like a true veteran. Sid, you got to run at the King. Good luck, buddy.
Thank you very much.
The name Zollingers rings strong in the world of snowmobile hill climbing. This is Travis Zollinger, Sid Zollinger's son and teammate. Number 20 posted winner Ryan Zollinger laid down the new fast time of the day when number 13 clocked a time of 1 minute 3 seconds. This time would only be fast enough for a 3rd place finish. On his 4th run of the day, Rick Ward, aboard his Holds racing sled, just smoked the mountainside. Ward's speed over the 1st catwalk and up the chute can be described as nothing more than fast. Up towards the 2nd catwalk, up and over, on his way to catwalk number 3. Rick Ward is screaming up the mountain as he clears the problem area and heads towards the lights. Number 7X posts a time of 59.86 seconds. That is incredible.
7 seconds faster than anybody got over all weekend long.
Next on the mountain is number 60, Jeremy Osler, aboard a crazy mountain sled. Osler was turning in a good run when he ran into problems at where else but the third catwalk. There are only 2 racers left that can challenge Ward's fast time of the day. One of those racers is Anthony Zollinger. The second racer is his brother Nathan. These guys have really stepped it up here in the open mod class. The lower portion of the course is so fast as we watch number 143 head towards the second catwalk. Let's go trackside and listen in.
Number 2, 48, 49, ready to number 3, 52, up and over, 56, 7, 8, time, Anthony Zollinger with a 59.65. No pressure here, Nate.
Only one thing stands between number 143 and a world championship title, and that's his brother Nate. Hold her wide open and she either goes or blows. This one blows as number 52 comes to a stop just below the third catwalk. Anthony Zollinger wins the class. Rick Ward takes second place.
All right, we are here down at the starting area with Middle Z-Bro, Anthony Zollinger, man. Rick Ward posted a 59.86. You beat him by 2/10, man. How was that run?
It was wonderful, you know. I got up there and I just all I could think about was go fast as I could and keep it pinned as long as I could until each corner and let out just as little bit as I had to.
Did you have a plan before you left? Did you know where you wanted to go, and did you make that route?
I'd be lying to you if I said yeah. I pretty much everywhere I went exactly, but towards the top I didn't get exactly where I wanted to go, but I just kept her pinched and that Union Bay power just sung right over the top.
All right, so how fired up are you about this final, man? You got all 3 of you, all 3 Z-Bros going head-to-head. We talked last year about Little Z-Bro coming back and Big Z-Bro winning it last year. We forgot about you. You ready to roll?
I'm ready to roll. I've been letting those guys beat me for too long, and it's my year. I'm ready to do it.
All right, look out for the middle kid, Anthony Zollinger. Here we go. He's got to run at the King title.
Thanks.
5 racers will be running for the title of Stock King of the Hill. 500 class winner, Vincent Clark. 600 class winner, Darren Gould. 700 stock class winner, Shane Hart. Rick Ward aboard his 800 stocker. And Pro Masters winner, Kurt Hibbert. Arctic Cat racer number 156, Vincent Clark from Valmont, British Columbia, would be the first to take on the mountain here in the Stock King runs. Clark puts his high mark on the mountain just below catwalk number 3. Next up is Shane Hart, Polaris racer from Lolo, Montana. Number 216 comes to rest near Vincent Clark's high mark. It's too close to call from here. Number 41, Kurt Hibbert, is next on the course. The third catwalk has caused problems all day as number 41 comes to rest right in the thick of things. The 3 racers have all come within inches of each other. Number 19, Team Teton racer Darren Gould high marks the past racers by only a few feet and holds the high mark for the stock title with 1 racer left to go. Darren's teammate, Rick Ward. Number 7X has won more hill climb races than anyone else in history, but one title has managed to elude him, a Stock King of the Hill World Championship. On his 5th run of the day, Ward would claim this elusive title when he high-marked his best friend and teammate, Darren Gould.
We are down here at the bottom of the hill. A long day, but a great day for the Stock King of the Hill. Rick Ward, you got another stock title. You were up on that hill all day long. Why don't you tell us about it a little?
Well, Snow King, you can never take it for granted. No matter how close you are to the top, it can get you in. I was just glad we had beautiful weather all weekend long, and it's my first Stock King, so I've got 5 kings now, and it's one to add to my list.
All right, how about the team effort, riding with Darren all year and everything? How about Team Teton?
Yeah, with Darren and me, we keep each other motivated. If I'm not feeling like working on something, Darren pushes me, and it's always vice versa. So we bring out the best in each other, kind of like brotherly competition. We've been riding together since I was 7 years old, and we're still best friends to this day. So.
All right, well, always a pleasure, Rick. Great job this year, and we'll be talking to you down here again next year, I'm sure. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right, Rick Ward.
The improved stock class would match up 4 racers for the title of Improved Stock King. Rick Ward will return to the mountain in the 600 and 1000 classes. Newcomer Tyler Ropoletto will run for his first ever chance at the title aboard his 700 Polaris. Canadian racer Norm Hebert will be looking to add another King title to his belt. He won the stock title in 1997. And ProMaster winner Brett Rasmussen will be challenging the other racers aboard his Cat. The first racer on the course is veteran hill climber number 27, Brett Rasmussen. Oh, he catches a rock above the second catwalk and comes to a rest on his side. Number 234, Norm Hebert, was up next on his 800 improved stocker. Flying the Tri-City logo, number 234 climbed his way over the catwalks and to the top with a time of 1 minute 4 seconds. But there are 2 more racers left. The young Ropoletto is up next. Over the first catwalk, on his way to the second, Tyler Ropoletto is aboard a Polaris 700 improved stocker. Over the second catwalk and on his way to the steep section. He gets over the third catwalk, but comes to rest about 100 feet from the lights. Number 7X Rick Ward will have 2 chances at the title. Here aboard his 1000 improved sled and on his 600. Let's go trackside and listen to the action from the announcers.
Over that second catwalk in 44 seconds. At the third catwalk, 55, and still climbing. And problem. Oh, and he found a rock and it stopped him dead in its drive. Over the first catwalk, 49 seconds.
Crown Norm Hebert Improved Stock King of the Hill for 2001.
All right, standing here with Norm Hebert. Norm, the Improved Stock King of the Hill. Norm, this is your first King title since '97. Rate this one compared to some other ones you've had over the years.
It was good then, and it's good now. It's always good here.
Now, it looked like you kind of found a new line up there. You came out of that sweeping right-hander, and you stayed to the inside where most guys were shooting over by the crowd. Was that a big part of your run?
And I just kind of slowed down on the third catwalk and a little bit to the right, and it was nice and smooth through there. There was no big bumps or nothing. It was good.
All right, well, Norm Hebert, Improved Stock, King of the Hill. Good job, Norm. Congratulations.
Thanks.
5 racers, 1 Mod King title. Last year's Mod King winner, Ryan Zollinger, will get a chance on his 600 mod. 700 mod winner, Nathan Zollinger, is looking to repeat his 1998 King title. Number 222, Dennis Dermis, has a chance at his first ever World Championship King title. You heard what number 143 said in his interview. He's let them beat him too many times. Anthony will be riding an open mod sled. Don't count out veteran racer Sid Zollinger. He won the Pro Masters class by 5 seconds. We're going to go trackside. Let you listen to the machines and the live commentary by the announcers. Hold on and enjoy.
Hard and strong this year. Time at the second catwalk, 46 seconds. Points are up. Set it for number 3. He is up and over and on and in and out and still moving. Let's see who can finish through the call. Ryan looking over with a 50. Seven. 47. And Bruce Chambers. need to come up and see me. Chris Sanders, you need to come to the announcer's photo. Whoa, and Little Brother puts the heat on with a 56.85. You bet. That's the fastest time of the day. Over the second catwalk at 48. Third catwalk, 54. Up. 57.94. Not fast enough, but a great time. Next on the hill. Sid Zollinger, part of the Renegade Sports Race Team, making his way up the hill. And he just broke. Into the gully. And he is airborne and flying. Over the second catwalk, 46 seconds. Points are up at the third, 51, 2, Dennis is still flying. 57.85, that's a great run, but not good enough. This is Mod World Champion, King of the Hill. Coming back after 2 years off, goes to number 52, Nate Zollinger, out of Millville, Utah, riding up a west. Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, we are here with Mama Z. Mama Z has had a couple of incredible years here at Jackson Hole. Summarize it. How are you feeling right now?
There's not words for it. It's absolutely wonderful. I am so proud to have these 4 wonderful guys and to be able to do what they're accomplished and to be able to work together like they do. There's absolutely nothing better.
All right, well, go enjoy it. You've deserved it. Great job again, and we'll probably see you pretty close to here again next year. Great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Newt Zollinger, Baby Z-Bro, King of the Hill, the mod class. Good job, and we'll see you here again next year.
Thank you.
Are You Outside, just over the hill from Jackson in Driggs, Idaho, brings you the Crash and Burn segment. Are You Outside sets the standard for high-quality snowmobile and winter gear. They've got the legendary Bridger boot, back thing, thumb thing, and knee thing. They have gloves, long johns, and socks for all your riding needs. And new this year is the Kids Force boot, guaranteed to keep Junior as comfortable as you are. Call 1-800-279-7123 for an Are You Outside catalog, or go to their website at www.ruoutside.com.